Are you ready? Are you ready for the thrill of victory? Are you ready to taste victory? Are you ready to take your sports betting to a whole new level? Sit up, put your feet on the floor, because we have work to do. Welcome to the grind. Welcome to Cappers Nation, your weekly all things sports betting show. Tune in live every Thursday at 8 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday at 9 a.m. Eastern. Let us make you a more successful sports bettor.
What's going on, everybody? Good afternoon. Whoa, we got audio peak warning levels. Hold on a second. Good afternoon, everybody. How is everybody's Sunday afternoon going? I'm just getting the live chat up. I'm not in the live chat yet, so I can't see anybody who's there just yet. Thank you all for tuning in. This is going to be our UFC on ESPN 1 edition. Going down here very, very, very shortly. What's going on, everybody? ECU and Quinnipiac, are we, as we speak? Well, we all need Seton Hall, with the exception of the one. What's going on, everybody? Yeah, but Michael Jordan, they did give it away, but we gave out the lean on Ohio State plus 18.5. Hey guys, give me one. Chido in the house. What's going on, buddy? I should have broke out an old school affliction shirt just for the show today. What's going on, Brad? Hey guys, give me 1 second. I'm gonna open up the shutters on my window to the outside. That way we get a little more light. I might have been napping a little bit ago, so hold on 1 second. You guys ever slam your knee into the desk? Oh, that one hurt. That one hurt just that camera here a little bit. Oh, that one got me. That one got me. I apologize for the close-up on my face. Letting you guys see that I got clean pores. Edward, I had the same thing. I bet it last minute. We got it on a power play goal. Lucky, 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 lucky. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Looks like a lot of teams, a lot of favorites opened out to some good leads and then have shit the bed. Most notably, Canisius shit the bed on us. Tulsa shit the bed on us. Seton Hall hanging tough. They're a 5.5 point dog. They're hanging tough. Hopefully we'll get overtime in the Tulsa game and the Canisius game. And not going to lie, sweating out Ryder. Minus 5.5 is a premium play. And they're up by 6 with 6 seconds left. Like, are you serious? With a second half line as well on that game. I think last time I just checked, weren't they just up by like 17 or 15, something like that? I wasn't paying much attention. But I know that second half line on Ryder was minus 3.5. So they got to win by 7. That game is probably over. It probably just hasn't updated yet on my phone. Yep, George Mason shit the bed. Canisius is over. Cincinnati shit the bed. Definitely some red. And the crazy thing is lately when we've been losing a game, the sad thing is we're literally losing it by a basket or less, which just shows you how sharp the lines are, and not like we're getting blown out by any means on our big premium plays or my personal plays. They have been... So Ryder covers 5.5. They don't cover the second half line. Up by 3 second half, so second half line's a loser for anybody that bet that. Luckily, I just took the game at -5.5. Well, my pen died now. Go figure. Go figure. We got it back. I think we got it back. No, we don't have it back. Got my cough drops. Looking for another pen. You'd think I'd have like many pens on my desk, right? I got some Sharpies. Upon Sharpies, upon Sharpies, upon Sharpies. I used to hide the packs of the roller pens, but they started realizing I hid them in my desk, and they come in when I'm seldomly out of the office and snag them from me. Alright, well, we don't need a pen anyways. Get this one to work somehow, some way. Alright, I'm gonna go back to the chat window. Big game with Villanova and St. John's coming up here in a little bit. Who's ready for some UFC action? We're going to dive right into it very shortly. I'm actually just getting my things updated here. Yeah, Gambling God Rider won, yeah. Tulsa's going to overtime, which is a good thing because we need Tulsa -6. We need Tulsa -6 for a personal play, as well as the Seton Hall free play. Hopefully Seton Hall, they're down 4 right now. Creighton just knocked down a 3 like we were talking about, being able to control them shooting that 3 ball, which they haven't been able to just yet. They need to. Seton Hall needs to step up the D when it comes to the 3 ball. Holding them to 33%, 5 of 15. Not good enough. Not going to be good enough. They need to keep them below that if they want to have a chance. But enough of that stuff. We're going to be talking UFC here in a second. I'm going to put that Seton Hall game on the tube up here. That way we can sweat it out together while we're talking UFC. So out of, I know we got 58 people here so far. How many of you guys bet the UFC? I'd imagine a lot of you do. Mr. Grover, do I have an opinion on the Red Wings first period over? Let me take a look. I mean, it looks juicy, but the Red Wings have burned me a few times today. I mean, not today, this year on Red Wings games. Same thing with the Flyers. Edward, you will today. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Oh, I know I do. I need to pop up one more thing on this spreadsheet here. Now, full disclaimer. We do have an expert on our staff for UFC, all right? It is not me, just so everybody knows. So when you guys all win, it is because of somebody that works with us, not from me. But if we lose, which we're not going to do, but if we lose, I'll take the blame, all right? I'll take the blame. How about that one? Glenn W., what's going on? George Mason definitely did not come out competitive. Luckily, we're sitting one-on-one on free plays. Bob needs another hockey play and another college basketball. Well, we've got our, I got my personal play still. We still got one big personal play that if you need a nice winner, we've got that on the website. But UFC, baby, UFC. Let's see who's in the house. We got Sports Better 609 in the house. Mr. Holy coming all the way from Hawaii. Mr. Hasagawa. Mark L. I'll box you. Nathan in the house. Michael Jordan in the house. Jay. Dustin in the house. Mr. Watson in the house. Chido in the house. Edward in the house. Benji in the house. Brad all the way from Australia. Prantia. Bob G. Jared. Sports Better 609, I think I already got you. We got you twice. Mr. Grover, Mr. Scroggins. Alex M. Brown Pride tonight. Andre. What's going on, guys? Glenn W. Bob G. Saul Sway. What's going on? Michael S. Mark. Oh, yeah, Mark. Detroit and George Mason killed me the last 2 days. Well, our small consensus plays shouldn't be killing you, first of all. And you want to judge us, you should judge us off of all of our free plays, not just the smallest ones that we put out. Not just the smallest ones that we put out. Eric, what's going on, bud? Anthony, how are you, sir, Mr. Anthony? Eric in the house. Mr. Ruby. Tom, what's going on, buddy? Curtis. Last time I checked, our free plays, what are we? After the two so far today, we're 28-18-1. Sorry, 29-18-1 in February. 62-36-3 in the year 2019. So if you're trying to buy into us, you should probably go over all our free plays, not just, our two smallest free plays that we put out over the weekend. I'm sorry they lost. My personal plays won yesterday. Gave out a couple big hockey plays for everybody this morning. Yesterday. But anyways, Raider for life, what's going on, buddy? Absolutely, we're definitely ready to make some money on the UFC tonight. Definite time to knock some bookies' teeth out with the UFC tonight. I would hope 62-37-3 on free plays that are given out in videos is good enough all the way through the 17th of February. Rocky Road ice cream. There you go. Mr. Hasagawa, my free plays are better than your personal plays. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Now, everybody knows I'm not the biggest into the UFC. So, but the people that the gentleman that puts together our UFC is top notch, and we definitely got some great plays. And some great analysis and some breakdowns for you guys. Starts here very shortly, guys. Now, when I do butcher their names, because I do butcher people's names and cities and all that stuff, remember, I'm just the messenger when it comes to the UFC. I'm just the messenger when it comes to the UFC. Well, Tulsa's going to probably need a hell of a big run with 1 minute left in overtime. Unfortunately. We needed it to be a 5-0 run, then come down to the fouling game that final minute. But look at that 2+1 coming for Seton Hall. But Jared, I'm right there with you with the Tulsa run. We definitely need it. Definitely need it, bud. We've been losing too many games by a basket all week long. Between my personal plays and premium plays, we're still up pretty good for the week for all the combo packages. But there's been a lot of games that we've been losing by a basket. All right. Edwards on ECU +7. Edwards sitting pretty. We're all rooting for the other side, so I apologize, Edward, that we're rooting against you. Now, we don't have the entire card, obviously, every fight. But we're going to go over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 of them. Going to go over a good amount. So you guys want to grab a paper and a pen. It's probably a good time. Probably a good time. Rookie MVP, who will win tonight's game, Arizona or Colorado? Tulsa up by 4 with 2 seconds left. That's a wrap, fellas. Unfortunately. Maybe we get lucky and they push. I doubt it. I mean, I'd be happy with All right, guys. I'm just popping up all the information for what we're going to discuss. Start breaking down the games. We're going to go fight by fight, which it's even crazy because I'm not a... No, 77-73 final. Congratulations, Edward. You got East Carolina. All right. Yep, ECU got the job done there. Okay. Oop, wrong Word document. There we go. You're sweating Quinnipiac 93-93 in overtime. Double overtime, excuse me. The only thing that I'm sweating right now is the Seton Hall play. That's the only thing that I've got rolling at the moment. Thought about making a wager on the over in the second period of the St. Louis Minnesota Wild game, but I figured I got lucky enough with that late goal that I left it alone. Alrighty. Who do you guys like tonight? JSN, did you miss something? What do you mean, did you miss something? Nope. I don't like anything in the All-Star game, rookie MVP. I don't bet the All-Star games. I don't bet preseason basketball, preseason baseball. I don't do any of that. I keep my money invested where it has a chance to be successful. All right. Notes from our UFC expert. We're going to dive right into this because we got some stuff to do today. Leon, wrong program. We're doing UFC tonight, buddy. Thoughts from our UFC expert, industry expert. Odds makers, guys, are getting much better when it comes to the MMA and making sharper lines. I mean, we see in college basketball some of these sharp lines that the odds makers put out. NBA, football, they're just getting better and better and better, putting out sharp lines to trick you and make you bet one way or the other, or give any advantage to you and take it away. All right. This card that we have tonight, UFC on ESPN 1, is evidence of that, but there's always room for 2 and 3 fighter fight parlays and a few great spots to nail the books. If you parlay a heavy favorite, always go with 2 to 3 heavy favorites, all right? So, we got a bunch of leans, we got some picks, we got some actual parlays, as well as some straight bets. Absolutely, Marquise. Be great to see Cain Velasquez back in action. Now, what we're gonna do? All right, glad to know you guys got your pen ready. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go over the fights that we're breaking down. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. I already lost track. It's about a dozen. Some of them, the breakdown a little more in depth than the others. First-hand information. And once that's done, we've got to lean on each fight or to stay away from it. Advice on it. And then when we're all said and done with that, we'll go over the parlays that we've got. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different parlays. A 2-teamer, 2 3-teamers, a 4-teamer, and a 5-team parlay. Well, fight parlay. Creighton going on a little run, unfortunately, 57-51. We need to see step up. All right, first one we're going to go over. And like I said, I'm not the UFC expert. I'm just here relaying the information to you. So when I butcher their names, it's like butchering a city to me. Emily Whitmere versus Alexandra Albu. All right, guys. The UFC is pushing Albu here, but experience and going to fight in the big show tonight. Our expert leans her way since the odds are so good, but definitely do not unload on the pick. There's not much known about her, but against her opponent, yes. Quick and simple on her. There's not much that we have other than a very, very small, minuscule lean on an Alexandra Albu minus 120. And when I butcher this name, oh well. Renan Barrow facing off against Luke Sanders. All right, guys. Straight up on his notes. He's the expert at the UFC, not me. I mean, I've gone to the UFC fights. I go to them all the time when they're in town here. But I'm usually drinking and having a good time and not taking anything seriously. So our expert loves Luke Sanders in this spot to bounce back from his last loss. But Barrio missed weight again. And if a fighter misses weight before a fight, it usually means that they did not deplete their body at the same level that their opponent did. Many fighters will try and cheat by doing this because they can only lose 20% of their purse. That's all they lose. They lose 20% of their purse if they miss weight. Rather than missing out on 50% that they miss out if they lose the fight. So they'll give up 20% knowing that they're going to miss weight. The energy levels that you expel, and this is from what I know, while trying to lose weight and cut weight for a fight is very, very significant compared to not making weight. Fighters usually get paid win and show money. $50K to show, $50K to win. So winning is worth cheating. You know, and like they say, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. So this turns from a fight pick to just a smaller fight pick. We liked it before he missed weight significantly. But now that Barrow has missed weight, it's turned into a small fight pick. All right, not a big play on Luke Sanders, minus $1.77, minus 177 on Sanders. We had it leaning towards a bigger one, but just like Chido said, missing weight is a huge advantage to a fighter that missed it. Changes the odds big time. So Luke Sanders minus $1.70. £2. Marquise, you missed it by 2 pounds. Down to 155 on Bovada. Nice. So he'll give up 20% of his total purse. But rest assured, he's got his energy. And I'm gonna butcher most of these people's names. Next up on the list, Jodie Esquibel versus Jessica Penne. Penne missed weight. She's also coming from a long layoff excuse me, and Jody is tough. She's a tough girl. Our experts' advice: stay away, watch it, enjoy, stay away. No lean, no pick. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be giving a lean or a pick. All right. Or stay away. Hall down by 2, shooting one more. So the Penny fight is a stay away. Was that fight canceled because she missed weight? That Creighton 3 ball's on fire. We said it during the show. Seton Hall needed to stop them shooting that 3. Thank you, Andre, for letting me know that. I got my information at 9 this morning, but I do see it still up on... let me see if it's on 5 Dimes still. I know it was on 5 Dimes a little bit ago. It's still up on 5 Dimes. They still haven't pulled it down. But anyways, we don't have a play on that one, so we'll go to the next one. Nick Lentz and Scott Holtzman. And fight was just ruled out 30 minutes ago. Yep, it was just ruled out 30 minutes ago, that fight. Raider for life? Yeah, I can do that. Give me 1 second, guys. I'll put it up there. All right, guys. So the Lentz and Holtzman fight. This is a tough fight. Lentz is if you see him grab Holtzman's head, definitely get nervous. Outside of that, one move Holtzman has the advantage everywhere, with the exception of that one move. I know Holtzman personally. This is coming from the expert, all right? He knows Holtzman personally, and he does have an injury, but it shouldn't stop him from winning the fight tonight. So he is fighting on an injury. However, we're still rolling with Scott Holtzman minus 175. Mr. Butler in the house. The Albu fight starts at 5:35 p.m. Eastern time. So an hour. Prelim fights. Next up, Ashley Evans Smith and Andrea Lee. My pleasure, Raider for life. And when all these picks, when they come through, I can't take the credit for them, but I'll take the credit if they lose. All right, next up on the list. Hold on one second. Seton Hall down by 4. Creighton with the ball. Woo! Hopefully we can stop this Creighton from knocking down a... All right, next up on the list, Ashley Evans Smith and Andrea Lee. Smith is a wrestler and Lee is a striker, guys. Smith's plan is to wrestle, and we think that she can do it. Now, his only concern or worry is that Smith's chin is suspect. He's seen her get dropped in the gym way too many times to even bet on her. Okay, I've also seen her take a great punch to the front of her head, but anywhere on the chin, and she usually goes to the chicken legs. Mr. Butler hitting big. Getting close. Mike, I'll show him here in a little bit once we get done with this. She's got a weird button, guys, that when pushed, the lights just go out. Like Smith, he likes Ashley Evans Smith, but he's laying off after watching her get dropped in camp. So the Ashley Evans Smith and Andrea Lee fight, staying away from. No bet on that one. I mean, guys, this is first-hand information from one of our guys who's got direct knowledge of the camps. Knows the fighters, the trainers, the agents. Is invited into their camps. And can relay some of this information to you guys. Like Evan Smith getting dropped in training camp. Or Holtzman having an injury, but it won't affect him during the fight. Now the Benito Lopez Manny Bermudez fight. Manny missed weight by a lot. Another missed weight. He likes Lopez in this fight, but he's staying away after the weight cut debacle. All right, guys. With Lopez missing weight, it's another stay away, unfortunately. My bookie does have UFC up. Ty, no, these are all ESPN. These are all ESPN fights. Now, some of them fights here. I got the information. Somewhere I got the information. Will be on ESPN Plus. Actually, I just had it up on the screen. Thought I still had it up. I guess not. Took it off the screen. Oh, yeah, here we go. Some of them will be on ESPN Plus. Some of them will be on, and then it'll switch over to ESPN for the main card. Andre, how do you like my bookie? See, we should have bet the second period over 1.5 St. Louis. St. Louis scored 2 more. Quick, too. 8 minutes left. It's already a winner. Yeah, no, these are all on ESPN. You guys can all watch them. Toby wants to punch his bookie in the balls. Andre, I appreciate that. I've never used them. I've personally used Bovada over the years and 5 Dimes, but I've never used my bookie. Seton Hall still down by 4. 4:48 to go. Hopefully they hang on. Let's go Seton Hall. Yeah, but a lot of people in this industry will lie about their lines, trying to squeeze a half a point from you guys. Yes, Kurt, the NHL play that we put up did hit. Was a nice winner. That one was a nice winner for everybody. All right, moving on to the next one. Oop, gotta. Hold on, guys. I lost my live chat. I hit the wrong button. 1 second, guys. We're still battling back and forth. We're down 4 still. Plenty of time, though. All right. We got lucky with Creighton missing that wide open 3 from the... All right, next fight, guys. Aljamain Sterling versus Jimmy Rivera. Now, we do have a fight pick on this one. This is another tough one for him, guys. This is a that should have happened a long time ago. Both of these fighters recently were knocked out by the hottest hands in the division today. Marlon Moraes. Still, both are great wrestlers. Jimmy's a better fight night striking, or has a better fight night striking. But he's also seen Alejo school. Amazing fighters in the gym. I think this fight, Alejo shows a transition from a gym killer to an actual killer. Let's see, what else did he put in here? Aljo training for him. He kills everything that he's seen so far. From Riviera, inside and outside of the gym. Both train in New York. So jumping from school to school for a pop is easy for him. He does have a pick on this one, guys. We do have a play on this one. He's taking Aljamain Sterling, plus 121. Nice little play on an underdog fighter. Put this in the comments. Couple more to go, guys. 6 more to go, actually. Next up, Andre Philly and Miles Jury. Another tough one to handicap. Both have losses by knockout in the past. Both have power. Both have good strikes. But Miles Jury is way better on the ground, guys. Jury does plan to take Andre Philly down. No doubt about it. Another fight pick, going with the favorite here. Miles Jury, minus 141. And out of the request for driving that can't write this down, putting it in the comments, that way you guys can go back and see very easily. Oh, Seton Hall just missed that bucket. Would have got him within 2. Good ideas, Andre. Andre says also likes Jury inside the distance and by submission. Next up, Brian Barberena and Vincent LeCue. Glenn, yeah, I can't pronounce names. Be lucky I can pronounce Las Vegas or Atlantic City or Biloxi, Mississippi. Some of your guys' names. Everybody pronounce Andre's last name. It'll sound like I'm pronouncing one of these fighters' names. I'm sorry, but I'd butcher it. Seton Hall's had so many chances to take over here, and they just haven't. Jake, I know. I mean, I should be lucky I can pronounce my own last name. Yeah, Jake, I got it up on the screen here. Up on the TV, up on the wall, and they've had plenty of chances to either tie the game or take the lead, and they just can't get it done. All right, Brian Barberena and Vincent LeCue. LeCue is the person, is the fighter who the UFC wants to win. It's here. UFC executives all agree that they're looking to build LeCue for title contention. Still, Barberena, guys, he's a tough guy, and he could win this if LeCue gasses like he has in his last 2 fights. Our guy's not me. When I say this is, by our expert. This is what he wrote down for me, all right? I'm just a messenger here. He sees this being a clear play for over 1.5 if you want to lay the juice. Otherwise, stay away. He's got a small fight pick on the over 1.5 minus 215 on the Brian Barberena and Vincent LeCue fight. Steven, am I doing any college basketball picks? I might if we have time when this is done. Or Luke Hay. Luke Hay, thank you. Thank you. I get look at that. Seton Hall going for the lead now. 2-1. But Steven, if I have time after this, we will we'll try and go over some late college basketball or maybe some NHL. But we still got 1, 2, 3, 4 more fights to go. Colton, I'm going to put it up here right now. I'm going to put it in the comments. It's betting on the over 1.5 rounds. but it's oh, Seton Hall missed the dunk for the lead. Here we are all on a sweat sesh with Seton Hall. So I just posted that one. Oh, hold on. I forgot to put the fighter's name in there. I guess that helps, huh? Hold on, guys. Seton Hall with that three. Big three right there. There we go. Absolutely, Mr. Butler. Seton Hall, baby. I got it up on the TV right here. I need Seton Hall to run with it the last 37 seconds. No mess-ups. I'd say we sweat out the last 37.9 seconds, but we all know that that could last us 20 minutes and 16 timeouts. I mean, after all, Creighton's got 2 timeouts. Seton Hall's got 1. Oh, there's a timeout right there. So let's roll with the next play. Sorry, Kyle, that you need Creighton. We gave out Seton Hall as a free personal play of mine. And win Seton Hall. Yes, no overtime. No overtime. The good thing about it is even if they make a 3, we're gonna get the last shot, as long as we don't turn it over. Yeah, I don't care about overtime. We lose the game. Sweat session in full effect. Some people know that, Mike. Some people know all that we do, but it's all right. Hopefully, Creighton will go for a 3 and they miss it. Let's see, look at that turnover. There we go. Absolutely, we sweat them out just like, hey, we're human too. I sweat them out. I bet, here's the difference between me and other services. I actually bet this game. So, Toby, +6, I'm as cool as the other side of the pillow. I'm going to have to steal that one from you because that one is awesome. It's like Michael Jordan's saying on Fading Bozo that it's so good it should be illegal that we might just catch a charge. Denton Hall wins. Just 5K on it. Nothing crazy. But I sweat them out just like you guys. I'm human. But not only 5K, 3K on the money line. I did say that they'd win outright. There we go. That's a game. 20 seconds left. Up 5 with the ball. And 3K on the money line at +175. I will I can put them up in the live chat while we're sweating it out. We'll get to the next fight when this is done. Only 5K. Yeah, but there's people that are betting more than me. I mean, I have customers that bet more than me too. But I bet a lot of games today, so I was flying all the way. Look at that, up 7. Come on, miss this 3, baby. Oh, he's going for 2. All right, I'm gonna put these tickets up on the screen. Hold on, I'm downloading them into the program real quick. This morning we were showing tickets, or not even tickets. We were showing. Oh, hold on, I gotta put them on my screen first. Here we go. We were showing fishing pictures earlier. Edward sending me fishing pictures. Mr. Butler wants me to show a ticket as well, so I'm going to when I'm done with these two. Give me one more second. So, in 14.1 seconds, I will show them because I ain't jinxing myself on these two. All right. We definitely are not. I'm not jinxing myself this one. It ain't over till, trust me. We saw Louisville lose the cover yesterday with 20 seconds left, and they were up by 8. Seton Hall up by 5, and Louisville was up 8 with the ball, and they screwed it up. Nick Newton, you're very welcome, bud. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'll be honest with you guys. If you guys didn't tune in, we'd have nothing to give you guys. So we'd just be betting the games ourselves anyways. So, you know, I actually blocked the money line bet out of my head because, see, he just missed a basket right there. He just missed that free throw. Could have went up by 3 possessions by making both of them, and he dunked it off the front of the rim. Jesse, I'm not on that as of... There we go. He made 1. We're up by 6. 13 seconds to go. 9, 8, and he goes for 3. Game over. Oh, he goes for 3 again. Game over. 1.6 seconds left. Congratulations, everybody. All right, guys. Seton Hall winning outright by 6. Hold on one second, guys. All right, so let's get the ticket up, then we'll get Mr. Butler's up. Here we go. Oh. There we go. There we go, folks. That is how it's done. 5K on the +5. And some of you guys were getting 6. And +175 on the money line. See, I'm over here dancing. You guys can't even see me dancing. Nathan, you keep better records of our free plays than I do. I haven't even updated our system yet. All right, guys, that's how you do it. Hold on, let me get Mr. Butler's up there for the ticket that he asked me to post up. And here's what Mr. Butler sent me. Seton Hall +7. He does have St. John's. Boston College in Colorado -1.5. $5 will pay out 14.08. So, good luck to everybody that's still got tickets pending. Hey, Kyle, even if it doesn't hit and you want to send it, we'll always show it off. It don't matter how big or small the tickets are, guys. I'll be happy to show off your guys' tickets as well. It don't matter if it's a $5 wager or a $50,000 wager. All right, let's get back to the UFC, back on track. We got Villanova getting ready to roll. That game going to be, oh, Jeffrey Baez, your free plays suck. Oh, yeah? Oh, thank you, Mr. Baez. I'm so glad to hear that you think our free plays suck. But last time I checked, we're 30-18-1 in the month of February. And we're also 63-37-3 in the year 2019. So, I'm so sorry that we don't win enough for you, Mr. Baez. You should probably unsubscribe to our YouTube channel. You should probably Packers #1 fan. It probably is that person you speak of. Copycat, exactly. Well, you know, if I was Bozo and I had a losing free play record, I would probably try and get the heat off of me too. But it's great when you have haters and you're absolutely winning. But then when you're losing, you call them trolls. We the best chat ever. Absolutely. All right. You're very welcome, Mr. Butler. I just got your text message. Now, let's get back to the UFC. Because we've got some more money to be made. We've got some UFC bets to put in. I will be betting every single one of these that I give out, as it does come from our expert. And I'll tell you one thing. I think you guys will be surprised at what he does. We got Alex Caceres facing against Kron Gracie. Give me one more second, guys. Hold on. One more second, folks. Give me 1 second, guys, and I'll be right back with you. Let's talk B-ball. B-ball was this morning. And we might talk about it as soon as we're done. Chino, I butcher everybody's name. Butcher my own name. I butcher my own name. That's a fact. Hold on 1 second, guys. Hello. That was quick. Hello. Give me 1 more second. I just need 1 more second. And then I'm going to butcher some more names. That's what I like to do. I like to try and get as close as I can. But in the end, I'm still going to butcher it. In the end, I'm still going to butcher names because that is what I do. All right, we're about ready to roll again. 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2. Sorry, multitasking. Okay. Let me move the chat window back up. And we're ready to butcher some more names. What's going on, Ramon? Yep. Premium plays split out 1-1 today. Personal plays are sitting, well, Tulsa was a push, I believe. Tulsa won by 6, right? Isn't that what I saw earlier? Tulsa won by 4. What game pushed? Oh, no, the Rider game won by 6. So I'm sitting 1-1 with 1 more game to go. Next scheduled live show will be Thursday. However, I'll probably go live again tomorrow. Nathan Dinkle, how much are you putting on each bet, Kyle, for UFC? I'm not sure yet. We gave out Ryder at -5.5. It was -5.5, so I won on Ryder. I've got a ticket to prove it. But I'm not sure just yet what I'm going to bet on them. Kyle, you can send me an email, kyle@cappersdirect.com. But we'll... Kurt, live's been good. Live's been good. All right, let's get back to the Alex Caceres and Kron Gracie fight, guys. I do agree. I do agree with you, Kurt and Lewis. It's a lot of fun to go live. It ain't fun when you're butchering every fighter's name, but, you know, I'm open and I admit it. I don't know UFC. I'm not a UFC. I mean, I've gone to, I don't know, a couple dozen UFC fights. And I've never been a big UFC fan, more of a boxing fan myself. But we do have an industry expert that is on our staff. And this is where all the good information comes from. I mean, just straight up industry insider. Sorry, and he is watching. Alex Caceres. You should just be doing the show with me. After all, it is your information. But I won't take credit for it. When we win, I will not take credit. Credit is owed to where it's due, and that's to the man that's actually picking the fights himself. But if it loses, I will take full responsibility. You guys can beat me up online. You can call me Chubbs McGee. You can call me fat. You can call me ugly. You can call me stupid. You can call me whatever you want when it's all said and done. But I think you guys will probably be thanking us for a free day of UFC. So, back to the Caceres and Gracie fight. Alex is a tough kid with an amazing afro. But when it comes to, but when I want to watch Kane, the main event fighter, train in San Francisco, he stopped by to see Kron Gracie do work as well. Okay, our guy absolutely visits the fighters when they're training beforehand. Kurt, it'll be an impromptu show tomorrow, so no time set. Your best bet is to follow me on Twitter at CapNationKyle. And when I do the impromptu shows, I'll put up a post on Twitter about 30 minutes before. And here's a direct link to my Twitter. But what I do is I post on Twitter about 30 minutes before. And I will try... Mondays are busy for us, the start of the week. But I will try and exactly right around 3 Eastern time. Between 3 and 4 Eastern time. So, actually, hold on one second, guys. Hold on. Let me check something. Oh, no. I was making sure for President's Day that there wasn't any early games. If there was early games, I'd do an early show. But no early games, so I'll go live probably around the same time we did today, a little bit earlier, between 3:30 and 4 Eastern time. All right? So our insider here has actually stopped by a lot of these fighters' training camps. He's seen them spar, and he's seen them train, first-hand knowledge, all right? He stopped by to see Kron when he went to watch Kane, who's the main event fighter, guys. This kid is training with the Diaz brothers in order to help his striking. And if you didn't notice, he has the last name Gracie, all right? And he is the real Gracie, not one of these guys that marry into the family. Kron will win this fight, hands down. In talking to Kron, he doesn't think Alex can hurt him on the feet, so he plans on trying his new striking skills, but eventually he'll take Alex down, and he's going to choke him out. The over and under for me is a crapshoot. And it's our guy. Edward, hold that thought. I'll answer that in just a second. So the over and under is a crapshoot to him. Kron may wait until the second round to submit him, or even the third. Now, if he gets rocked in the first round, he'll go to take his bread and butter. He'll go take his bread and butter. All right. He definitely recommends to put him in your 2 and 3 fight parlays. So if you're making a parlay with some of the other heavy hitters, the heavy money line guys, he says to throw in Kron in your parlays, your 2 and 3 fighter parlays. Also, in the crapshoot, as you know, in the crapshoot category as a lean, he likes under 1.5. He likes the under 1.5 in this fight, but a small fight pick on Kron minus 250, and recommended to use him in the parlays. So let me post that in the comments as well. He's with our company, World Ranked. But we also have a lot of people, as far as information, that are on the ground floor of every sport that there is, that are affiliated with our company. Kyle Bogart, I haven't had a chance to scroll over to my email just yet. Hopefully that better answers your question, World Ranked. Dave, you've missed fight picks. You got to scroll up into the comments. So let me put this one. Let me put all these fights in here. Almost done, guys. Hey, Zuzu. All right. So I just posted the lean in the Caceres and Gracie fight under 1.5, as well as a small fight pick on Kron minus the 250s. As well as use them in parlays as well. Your big parlays as well, guys. All right, next up on the list, Courtney Casey and Symphony. Let's see how I can butcher her name. Calvello. I'm gonna butcher some names. I got at least one more name to butcher. Mr. Fields, we've been doing the UFC plays, giving away a whole UFC card. No, it's the Jets. Jets are plus 5.5. Or was it 25.5? Andre just says, and we're gonna butcher Andre's last name. Andre Laverque. Hopefully I didn't butcher it too bad, Andre. No offense. Made a great suggestion. These plays are free money, people. Bet it. And he says no one in the industry gives out a whole UFC card free. Alex, what's going on? You've missed most of the UFC card absolutely free. Oh, Jake asked the same thing that Edward. Is the office far from my house? Well, if you ask Bozo the Clown, he'll tell you that my office is in my basement, but we don't have basements in Nevada, in the desert. So, but no, 25-ish minute drive, 20 minute, depending on traffic. It's not far. Oh, Jesus. Look at this fake account. This should be good. Yes, Ty. AZ, baby. But technically, if I cross the Hoover Dam, I get on a bicycle, you know, since I can't afford a car. I could ride my bike. And there's nothing against people that ride bikes or don't have a car, by the way. I can drive across the street, go across the Hoover Dam, I could be in Arizona. I mean, I could ride a bicycle. Well, it's a big hill, so it'd probably take me 30 minutes to ride because I'm fat. But if I drive, I'll be there in 2 minutes from the house. But about 25 minutes from the house out in Boulder City to the office. If you guys are familiar with Vegas, we're off of Eastern and the 215. So we're off of Eastern and the 215. As far as casinos go, we've got one in Boulder City. Well, it's technically not Boulder City. It's technically State Line, Nevada. Boulder City, we don't have no gambling, no slot machines. That is true. I will not get in a bicycle. I can get on a bicycle. Well, maybe I got a bicycle with, like, the Flintstones. But they've got a William Hill mobile center up there if I needed to. I got the Railroad Pass Casino 6 minutes down the road. The Fiesta and Sunset Station, 12 minutes. Green Valley Ranch, about 17 minutes. South Point, 20 minutes. And then my work, 25. And about another 15 to get to the street. All right, next fight up. Courtney Casey. Cynthia Calvillo. Both of these fighters cut a ton of weight. Casey has a good ground game, but an awesome stand-up game. Calvillo is great on the ground. It's got a good stand-up game as well. This is a pick-em fight. Our expert likes Calvillo, Cynthia Calvillo, to win, but the juice is just too high. Staying away because of the juice, but recommended to use Cynthia Calvillo in parlays. She's also minus 240, guys. Tracy Ball. I don't have a pick on the Colorado game. So I just posted in the comments, used for parlays only, Cynthia Calvillo, minus 240. It might have, lines might have updated since I got my breakdowns in printout. Our expert is at the fight. He is at this Talking Stick Arena down there in Arizona for the event. Not only does he go to all the camps and watch them train and watch them spar. He's got, firsthand knowledge. He knows the fighters, he knows the agents, he knows the managers. He has relationships with the biggest name. And for everybody that doesn't know, but the official dentist of the UFC, Dr. Min Kim, is a personal client of mine here in Las Vegas. Kurt, no, I did not. Yes, Villanova up 12 would be great if we don't have to sweat it. Absolutely, Toby, I do agree. I'm on Villanova as well, guys. I'll see what Five Dimes has currently on the fight. But this morning she was 240, but I'll tell you guys right now. Yeah, she is. It has jumped. She's minus 345 on Five Dimes right now. And back to the official dentist of the UFC. Dr. Kim is, he was always a huge UFC fan. He stakes a lot of UFC fighters. He invests in them. He sponsors them. So not only do we have our industry expert who goes to all the fights, who knows the fighters, but their official dentist and a backer of many of the fighters. The small fighters that are coming up, that are on the smaller cards, like the early prelims and the prelim card. Dr. Kim sponsors a lot of the fighters for a percentage of their purse. He puts up money for them while they're in training camp, because they don't get paid in training camp. And he'll put up 20 grand. Some of them are 50 grand. And for a certain amount of years, he gets a percentage of their purse. The sponsorship will last 3 years to 5 years. And he makes a 20% cut of whatever their purse is. So we've got first-hand knowledge. We don't advertise it. Many of our biggest clients have all been getting our UFC. But we wanted to showcase it to you guys, and that's why we're giving it to you guys. So while I may not know it, I do have clients like Dr. Kim that are directly involved with it. I'll try and find the picture of me, him, and Dana White at his office together. And then to the Korean barbecue, as he is Korean. Kurt, surprised I didn't run with what? Jake asks, thoughts on progressive betting? Remain consistent, but the only way to take advantage of the casino is progressive betting. Over what? All right, guys, moving on to the next fight. James Vick and Paul Fielder. This is his top play on the card. Matter of fact, we'll do this one last, all right? We'll do this one because in the Vic Fielder fight, it's his top fight of the night, his top fight pick. So we'll skip to the main event. Kyle, I have not had a chance yet, bud, to open up my email. But as soon as I'm done with the UFC stuff, and I will definitely open it up. And I'll try and download it. So let's jump to the main event, and then we're going to backtrack to the Vic and Fielder fight, all right? We got Francis Ngannou, however you pronounce it. Ngannou versus good old Cain Velasquez. This is the main event fight. Cain is coming off a long layoff. Still, he's seen him train in the last 6 months in person, firsthand knowledge with his eyes. He says he looks better than ever. He looks better than ever in the gym. Now, when the lights come on and people start chanting, we're going to see. Honestly, odds makers are getting smart. On 5-round fights, the over and under has always been set at 2.5. But recently with big fights, they're setting the over and under at 1.5 rounds. Sorry, I butchered it. It's Felder. Feldier. Sorry. I'm getting corrected by text message. He's at the Talking Stick Arena watching us live. Oh, I know they do. Here, how about I mess up yours? Files will make you feel just as welcome. I gave that disclaimer in the beginning of the show. I was gonna mess up their names, but names really doesn't matter. All that matters is we put extra money in your pocket. Here, we'll mess up Jake from State Farms. We got Jake Papel in the house. We got Kyle Johansson from Cappers Direct. I know I get Hasegawa very well. I actually have a good friend of mine from when I lived in Japan with same last name. And there's also a boat dealer in Japan. Hasegawa's Marine. See, Andre, I was close. I said Labarak. Or I said Labarque. Thomas Grover, Fighter 1 versus Fighter 2. All right, we're going to do Thomas's style. All right? Main event, Fighter 1 versus Fighter 2. You know, if I just went to the first names, we'd get this stuff done perfectly, all right? So we're going to just cut out their last names. If you don't know who we're talking about, then you probably shouldn't be betting on it anyways. So we've got Francis versus Cain. Is that better? I can't butcher it that way, right? Francis versus Cain, the main event. Then we're going to go back to the James versus Paul fight. All right? This sounds better. So, anyways, our guy's been on the ground floor. He's spent many a times. Give me 1 second. He spent many a days down in their camp. He's watched Cain fight and camp. He's watched him train. And like he said, when the lights come on is when we're going to see. When those people start chanting, we're going to see. And with the odds makers getting sharp on the lines, with the over and unders on the 5-round fights used to being set at 2.5, but now they're set over and under 1.5. If you can find under 2.5, he likes it. All right. If you can find a book that has under 2.5, he likes under 2.5 in this one. Khabib, Suzu, you just said to say Khabib's, his last name. We don't do last names anymore. We only do first names in this place. New rule. Cappers Nation UFC, we only do first names. How about I pronounce yours, Edward? I love it. Let's go Villanova. We got some more tickets rolling on Villanova. We got some good ones rolling on Villanova, guys. Got another 5K laying the points. And then I've got a total of 60, just under 6,400 on the money line. That pays 30, a little over 34. So another 8,400 to gain, hopefully not to lose. It is early, but Villanova up by 19 and rolling. This was my play of the day, guys. This was my biggest personal play of the day. And we need this to have another winning day on my personal plays. It'll be back-to-back. The only game that I've lost so far on my personal plays was Tulsa. Tulsa laying 6. So back to, sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. Back to Francis and Kane, since we don't do last names. He's advising, guys, if you can find under 2.5, you take under 2.5. If you can only get the under or over 1.5, he recommends going for the over 1.5. So he's predicting it to go from the later stages of round 2 to be finished before halfway through the second round. See, Toby, I give away the farm, and people just have to tune in. I did say that. You caught me. I said, oh, he's got St. John's. I even think I went like this, too. And I said, because I have Villanova. Here we go. Sasewa Kebeda says it's because Francis Ngannou is a monster with the world's most powerful punch on record. First round KO. Interesting. Thank you for that, Mr. Kebada. Hopefully I didn't butcher your name, and if I did, I do apologize. I try my best to always pronounce your guys' names correctly out of respect. So, but back to the Francis and Kane fight, since we're not doing last names. He says if you can get the under 2.5, like I said, take it. He thinks Kane gets this done in the late second round, but still, Francis always has the puncher's chance. In that, and the last time Kane was KO'd was from the exact punch that Francis has been KOing people with, the exact same punch. If you watch the Kane Dos Santos 1, and then you watch the Francis and Blades 2, it's the exact same punch. So if Francis gets it done, it'll be in the first round. So our expert is agreeing to a little bit with exactly what Mr. Kebada has just posted up there in the live chat. So obviously great minds think alike when it comes to that. He had the under 2.5 as his top play, but now the odds makers have moved it to 1.5. Therefore, he's laying off of it as his top play. But he is leaning on the under 2.5 if you can still get it. But if you can only get the over 1.5, go for the over 1.5 and a small lean on Kane minus 180 to win. So I'm going to post those all up right here. So there's that. I'm going to see what Five Dimes has. And like I've said to you guys before, when it comes to UFC, I've been to a couple dozen events, but I'm not. I bet it, but I don't know the fighters. This is not my expertise by any means. Five Dimes has over and under 1.5, unfortunately, on the main event. But I'll be checking around town if I get a little bit of time. Now, we're going to go to the next one. Should you take Nova minus 15.5? You know, as teams come back in the second half and stuff like that, I would probably say that you missed the boat, and they're up by 19 with 7 minutes to go. They may roll. They may win by 40. You know, they may pull a Michigan State, barely cover. Anything's possible in basketball. I mean, it ain't over until it's over. And minus 15.5, I'd probably lay off of it. $140.5. I stayed completely off the total. I got enough riding on just Villanova and then minus the points, and then Villanova on the money line. Give me 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second. Just so everybody knows, the New Jersey Devils are on a 10-1 run on the first period over. So for everybody tuning in, hint, hint. Hint, hint. All right, now we're going to get to the James and Paul fight, since we don't do last names anymore. We got the James Vick and Paul Felder. Deer. I know I'm just going to get Felder. There we go. We're getting it right. And the odds on that one are pretty attractive, only minus $1.30 on both that and the Flyers game, just so you guys know. Can't say I never throw bones anywhere. What are the leans referencing above? The main event, Kane fight. Here, I'll hold on. I'll put it up again. Hold on. And the under 2.5 is if you can get it. 5 Dimes doesn't have it. Most of the places don't have it. If you can't get under 2.5, the lean is over 1.5, and a lean on Kane to win minus $1.80. Now his top fight pick of the night coming right up, guys. James and Paul, since we're not allowed to do last names anymore. This is his top play on the card. Vic is a dangerous striker, but he's got problems putting his chin in the air. Many times he's gotten away by doing it, but in his last fight he was KO'd by an aging fighter with an iffy chin. Now Felder, guys, Paul Felder is fundamentally sound. His style is perfect for Vic's high chin. Something to note, in the open workouts, Vic did say he's going to take Felder to a decision, and he had a hard weight cut. So pay attention to that one. All right, guys. Vic did say he was going to take Felder to decision, and he had a hard time cutting weight, and he had a lot of weight to cut. His top pick of the night, Paul Felder, plus 100. That's his top pick of the night, top fight pick of the night. Paul Felder plus 100. Money in the bank. Now, we do have some parlays to read to you guys. That our expert has bet. Okay? I just got to save it to my desktop, and then I can upload it into the streaming program. Now I'm just with you guys. I haven't bet anything just yet, but I will be betting. Okay, here we go. Now, I don't know how clear this is going to show up on your guys' screen. But I am going to read them one by one, starting at the top, going to the bottom. Blair, if you, Mr. Brown, if you scroll up, I put them all in the comments. All you have to do is scroll up. You'll see them highlighted. John says, sorry, confused on the leans under 2.5 and over 1.5. Whatever. They're the rounds. Under 2.5 rounds if you can still fight it, or over 1.5 rounds if you can't find it. Our expert believes the fight's going to be decided in that first part of the second round. So, but remember, guys, when I got my breakdown and the odds, it was from early this morning. So, obviously, game day changes that for everybody. Game day will change that for everybody. I can tell you what it is right now on 5 Dimes as I have that open while I'm on the screen with you guys. He's actually minus 105 on 5 Dimes. And going back to the over, under 2.5 or over 1.5, what happened is on the main events, the 5-round fights, the odds makers used to just make everything over and under 2.5 rounds, but now they're getting sharp and they're putting out sharper lines, over 1.5, under 1.5 versus over 2.5, under 2.5 rounds. So that's that, but let's go over these parlays. Let me swap screens here. Hopefully you guys will be able to see it, but if not, I will read them to you one by one. I'm not gonna write all these down, so you guys need to write down your, take out your pens and paper and write these down. It'll be too much for me to type during the live chat. But I'm gonna go over it for you guys. So, I don't know if you guys can see it, but we're going to go over the very first one at the top. It's a 4-team parlay. All right, 4-team parlay. That includes Paul Felder, minus 105. Cynthia Cavallo, minus 340. Gracie, minus 285. And Vincent LeKay, minus 440 as a 4-team parlay. Hopefully, he's pretty good. He's pretty good at what he does, guys. And I think you guys, the information that we give out, I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised. Okay, I'm glad you guys can see that. So if you guys take a screenshot, you guys can save it for later. This is how our expert has recommended betting as the parlays. The second one, 3-team parlay. Vincent LeKay, minus 440. Miles Jury, minus 145. And Aljamain Sterling, plus 123. So, for instance, that 4-team parlay, you've got the big favorites in there. 3 big favorites with Fielder. 100 wins you back 326. And everybody, just so you know, that very first fight that we went over, the Albu and Whitmer fight starts in 3 minutes. That fight starts in 3 minutes. We gave out a lean on Alexander Albu. So we'll go over the rest of these parlays in a second, or in a minute. But if you guys were wanting to bet, the Albu fight. And we did have a lean on that. We gave out a lean on Alexandra Albu. And she's down to 110, just so you know. So, Mr. Hasegawa, thank you for joining us. All right, guys, back to the third parlay. It's another three-teamer. All right, guys, Paul Felder, minus 105. Aljamain Sterling, plus 123. Excuse me. And Scott Holtzman, minus 185. Then there's a two-team parlay. Paul Felder, minus 105. And Kron Gracie, minus 285. Two-team parlay. And for the money parlay, the five-teamer of the night. Picking Cain Velasquez. When he bet it, it was minus 175. Cain is up to 190 now. Felder is minus 105. Calvillo is minus 130, or sorry, minus 345 now. Gracie is down to 260. And Vincent LeCay is up to 450, minus 450. So, with the high money lines, this is still a 5-to-1 parlay, guys. Over that. A $100 bet will win you back $550. So you're getting 5.5 to 1 on your money. And you've got a minus 450, a minus 345, a minus 260, and a minus 190. You just need his top pick of the night to come through, and the rest should pan out itself. So I'm going to get this off of the screen, go back to the normal one. Hopefully you guys had plenty of time. If not, rewind. St. John's just hit a 3. Buzzer beater at the end. See? Packers #1 fan, New Jersey. On a 10-1 run. But that wasn't with them scoring the 2 goals either. That was just the games in itself. However, the Sabres are what scare me. In that matchup. Because the Sabre games, I think they're 4-4 or 5-5 in the last 10, something like that. Edward, man, not even the last 2 minutes. The last 2 minutes is like a whole new game. Then the last 30 seconds is like a brand new game inside a brand new game. Jake from State Farm says Kyle took the first period over in that game. And here, what I'll do is I'm going to post up on the screen. I don't know how well this will show up. I'm going to see how well I can get it to show up. But it's a... should show up fine. Give me a second, guys. Let's see. It's a recap of all of our plays, because I know a lot of you guys are asking for a recap or our picks for the UFC. And rather than go over it, you guys have to scroll up in the comments. I may be able to just get it on the screen right here, and then whoever's looking for a recap can go over it. Here you go. Here you guys go. Don't say we don't do things right around here. So feel free to screenshot that one. Okay, so there's that, guys. Hopefully you guys were able to get your recap that way. I have no opinion on that first period over, Zuzu. So that is what we've got. Now, next week we also have UFC. Except it's Saturday. We're going to do the same thing again next week, except obviously we won't be doing it live on Sunday. I'm going to see if I can get this type of information Friday night, or we'll have to do it. Actually, we'll probably do another live show Saturday afternoon. We'll do our normal live show for basketball, and then we'll do a live show again Saturday afternoon for the UFC. Suzu, you're very welcome. I forget who said it, but somebody said it earlier. I think it was Andre, that nobody gives away a full fight card in the UFC for free. I think it was, or it might have been Mr. Fields. I can't remember. I know somebody posted it. I'm trying to scroll up, but I know it was a while ago. But I can't see it just yet. But oh yeah, it was Andre. Andre said no one in the industry gives out a whole UFC card free. So we're happy to do it. Something we're happy to promote. And remember, when it wins, we'll give the credit to the where credit is due, and that's not me. And Max will take. Thank you. Good luck to you as well. And if it loses, Nathan, thank you. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. And if it loses, I'll take full responsibility. And again, I'm definitely not the expert, as you guys can tell. I'll butcher everybody's name. What else we got left on the card? We got 4 hockey games. Sabres and Devils, Flyers and Red Wings, which should have started or should be starting any minute now. We got the Canadians. See, there's another name I could butcher. Kozachkowski. I probably butchered that one. You're very welcome, man. Says he just threw a little on each of the parlays. Nothing crazy, but just enough. I'm going to try to, Kingsley, but I'm going to be headed home. You got to get a NASCAR guy now. Where's Uncle Bob? Uncle Bob from Tennessee. Hey, who's our viewer from Johnson City, Tennessee? I mean, he should be our NASCAR expert. Who was it that's from Johnson City, Tennessee? Edward says all 10 picks, $5, win 600 and change. He likes it. I will tell you this. In the last UFC card, he hit every single one. Not lying. Zuzu did $100 on each parlay. Very nice, very nice. Good deal, guys. Jake and his American Alliance football. Look at that. New Jersey Devils scored 2 goals in the first 1 minute. I'm just kidding. Just teasing. Just teasing. Mr. Holy, good luck on your under 313. It's probably a winner. Colorado minus 5.5. It's probably a winner. Ah, bummer. I still got the Villanova game, the intermission on. Remember the difference between the lean and the pick. Leans we're leaning to. We may throw them in a big parlay, but the picks we're betting. So good luck on those parlays, guys. Those 5 parlays that we posted. You still have some last Sunday minute action going. Alex, just scroll back. We have all the plays, parlays posted in a screenshot on the screen. Kyle, that's about how everybody does. Good to know. As well as all the leans and all the information. For everybody betting on Arizona and Colorado, good luck. Suzu, our weekly NHL is $100. All right, guys. I'm going to get out of here. Prantea leaving to go make bank. Appreciate everything. Absolutely, guys. Who am I going with for the Colorado game? I don't have $1 on that game. Not yet. But nobody as of yet. With guaranteed Saturday hitting and MMA Sensei, we have it all. If you scroll back just a little bit, we have all the plays, all the fight picks and parlays posted, but we gave out a Kane minus 180, a lean, and the under 2.5 if you could find it, and if you can't find under 2.5, I don't know, Zuzu. I'm not sitting on that program. I'd have to go back and look. Oh, I know what I was supposed to do, and I'll do this before I get off. Hold on. Kyle, I believe it was you that asked for me to show if you're still on. You asked me to show your parlay from earlier if it was you, I believe. If you're still here. See if I can get that parlay picture up. We actually like showing off winning tickets, or heck, even losing tickets of our viewers and clients. So don't know if you're still here, Kyle, but if you are, here is yours. Seton Hall plus 5.5. Ooh, the George Mason loser. All right, guys. Good luck, everybody. I am headed out of the office. Yep, Kyle, you're still here. We got it up there for you. I almost forgot, but then I looked at my email real quick and I seen it. Yep, as Andre just said, just UFC picks. Totally free, full UFC card. All right, guys. Good luck. Have fun. And again, Colorado and Arizona, I have no official play or lean on it. I may fade. I may not fade. You know what I mean. All right, guys. Thank you. Enjoy your Sunday evening. I am out.